gaming. And this is my PS5 prediction. It's a short and sweet prediction. Okay? So here we go. I, Johnny, am predicting that the PlayStation 5 will be a portable console. I believe the console will be designed like a gaming laptop with a monitor and keyboard, and with wireless Bluetooth DualShock 5 controllers that will be able to connect to the console. And I am predicting that you will be able to connect the PS5 to the TV or disconnect and play on the go. I am predicting that the PS5 will have multimedia / social media apps. So an internet browser, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Netflix, all of these multimedia features. Now, I am predicting that the specs of the PS5 will match gaming laptop specs. So I am predicting an extremely powerful console that will match gaming laptops that you will be able to take with you on the go. So that's pretty much my prediction. I'll just have to see if my prediction comes true at some stage. Now I'm going to base that prediction on Sony's history with console development. For Sony, specs is everything to them when it comes to designing consoles. All the way back to the original PlayStation, it was about, you know, delivering the most realistic games on the market. PS2, it was about that as well. PS3, it was about HD gaming. You know, for PS4, it was about pushing the boundaries even further in terms of specs. And now with the PS4 Pro, you know, you see 4K gaming. So specs is everything for Sony. They're not going to change that now, especially with the recent release of the PS4 Pro. So I don't believe Sony are going to change that with the PS5. I think specs is definitely something that they're going to be focusing on with PS5. Now, the Nintendo Switch has been a hugely popular and successful console, and I really feel Sony are not going to ignore the successful concept of gaming on the go. You know, being able to play a game like Skyrim, Doom, Rocket League, FIFA, Minecraft on the go. I don't think Sony are about to ignore that concept with the PS5. And to get back to specs for a second, to get back to Sony's relationship with specs. You know, with the release of the PlayStation, even as far back as the PlayStation 2, Sony actually branded the PlayStation 2 as a home computer. That's a fun fact. The PlayStation 4 was titled as a supercomputer by Sony, and with the PS4 Pro, you know, Sony are definitely trying to really kind of they want the PlayStation 4 Pro to be a gaming PC. okay, with the kind of specs that are put into that upgrade. So let's recap what I'm saying. For Sony, specs is everything. Power is everything for Sony when they develop the next PlayStation. So, and the concept of Nintendo Switch, Sony's competitor, gaming on the go, has been such a successful concept. Sony are not going to ignore that, and Sony have entered the gaming PC market almost with the PS4 Pro. So it's those things that I'm basing my prediction off of a portable console that would essentially be Sony's own gaming laptop. Now, they're not going to brand it as a gaming laptop, but for all intents and purposes, it will look like and act as a gaming laptop. However, the difference being, being able to hook up this portable console to your TV, play your games on your TV like you would always, but being able to take your console with you, take your game with you and play it on the go. So let's say that the next God of War releases on PlayStation 5 and you can play it on your TV, and it will look absolutely amazing with my predicted gaming laptop specs. Then you'll be able to disconnect the PS5 from the TV, take it with you on the go and play God of War in McDonald's. Now, as far as what the specs will be exactly, would it be 8K? I don't know. I would guess possibly native 4K, possibly. It's a far stretch, really, considering that 4K has yet to become really mainstream. But I am predicting very high-end specs for PS5 that would match gaming laptop specs. So the remainder of this video will really be a discussion / gameplay of Fortnite. I don't know how long it's going to last. Maybe just the rest of this, the remainder of this game, possibly. So let me just talk a little bit about what this console will actually look like in more detail. So just picture in your head a gaming laptop, but slightly redesigned to fit with a console design, a portable console design. So think of Nintendo Switch, but slightly more bigger and more detailed, because I am predicting that it will have its own monitor and keyboard like a standard laptop, gaming laptop. So let me just talk a little bit more about just what this console will look like. So think of a gaming laptop, as I said, gaming laptop, but redesigned to to fit with more portability and just looking more like a portable console as opposed to a laptop. So I'm kind of in my head, I'm actually trying to imagine what it would look like, but maybe something that you can fold up. Maybe think of a joint DS. I don't know. Think of a DS XXXXL. So it's something you fold. So you've got your screen on the top, and then you've got your instead of having a second screen like the DS, you will have your keyboard. So like a redesigned gaming laptop is pretty much what it would look like. As I said, along the lines of a joint DS kind of a thing. So that's how it will look. Now I am predicting that it will function pretty much like, well, it would function more like, apart from the fact that you can play games, apart from the fact that it will be a console, I'm predicting that it will function like a high-end tablet or notebook, where it will have like multimedia applications like an internet browser and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, so you can check your social media and watch the latest videos on YouTube or watch something on Netflix. But I suppose the magic would be, the selling point would be, you can do all that. You can check your latest tweets or post a Facebook post and watch a funny cat video on YouTube. But while you're doing that, you get a little ding or ding ding or whatever notification sound it would be. You get a notification from your friend saying, would you like a game of Killzone 4 or Killzone 5 or whatever the next Killzone will be. And there you go, you're playing a game like Killzone out and about. I should point out, like, you know, let's say you have your PS5 in McDonald's or on a train or a plane, and you're on social media and you get this notification from your friend to play a game like Killzone and you're out and about. That's where the magic would come in, I think. That's where the magic would come in. So again, like, very similar to a game on laptop. However, I don't know how a game on laptop works, to be honest with you. You know, when it comes to invitations and party chat and stuff like that. And obviously, you know, you would be able to connect the PS5 up to your TV to play your games on your TV. Now, I also pointed out at the start in my prediction that obviously, like, DualShock 5 controllers, you know, will be able to connect to the PS5 console. You know, whether you're playing it on the TV or whether you're playing it out and about. Okay, so I hope people have a little idea in their heads as to what I'm actually talking about from that. Get in. So yeah, so just picture that in your head. I just think it would make a lot of sense from Sony's point of view. You know, therefore, like, it just matches with Sony's history of console development in terms of specs anyway. Again, I don't think Sony are going to stop making powerful consoles. I just think they're going to take it further. They're going to take it to gaming laptop. I keep on saying gaming laptop as opposed to gaming PC because of my prediction of a PS5 being a portable console. That's why I keep saying gaming laptop as opposed to a gaming PC. So I'm predicting high-end specs because of their history, because of Sony's history with PlayStation development. They've always focused on specs. I don't think they're going to change that with PS5. And like, I just don't honestly feel that they can ignore the concept of gaming on the go. I really don't think so. I don't know. I mean, Switch is selling so well right now. The concept is so successful. The concept of playing your game on the TV or on the go. It's such a huge concept. So I think Sony can basically take that concept and take it to the next level, because we all know that games like Doom and Skyrim on Switch don't look as good as what they do on, you know, PC or PS4. So Sony will be able to do with PS5 is give you these games on the go, but they're going to look a hell of a lot better than not only what they look like on PS4, but definitely on Switch. So basically, I don't want to say a better version of Switch, because Switch is what it is and every console has its disadvantages and advantages, but they will definitely deliver a more powerful version of Switch. something along the lines again of a game. So that's pretty much my prediction. I've went over it now a good few times, but just to put the image into your head again, maybe of, you know, let's pretend you're going to keep forgetting they can craft things in this game. Oh, I have been eliminated by, who's that? Alex HD 4K. Okay, so kind of go over what I've been predicting. So so kind of in summary, just bullet point summaries. My PS5 prediction is a portable console designed like a gaming laptop with its own monitor, keyboard, with wireless Bluetooth DualShock 5 controller to connect to PS5. It will be able to connect to the TV or disconnect from the TV and play on the go. It will have multimedia / social media apps, and its specs will be that of gaming laptops. And I'm basing those predictions from history, from historic facts, which is the fact that Sony have always focused on specs when designing the next PlayStation. Always. I don't think that's going to change. Why would it? They've just, released an upgraded PS4, the PS4 Pro, that focus on 4K resolution. I just can't see Sony stopping. I just can't see them not focusing on specs with the PS5. Specs is going to be key for PS5. So that's, in terms of predicting, gaming / laptop specs, that's where I'm basing it. Everyone has pointed out the fact that the PS4 Pro was Sony's answer to gaming PCs, because Sony really wanted to deliver to you, more frames per second, more resolution, which is what you can get with PC. So I really think that the PS4 Pro is Sony's answer to PC gaming, and I don't think they're going to stop with that mentality with PS5. So what I'm basically doing is I'm predicting something, but I'm trying my best to back it up with some level of, not fact, well, it is fact, but I want my prediction to stand on 2 feet. Okay? Now, as far as the prediction of it being, a gaming laptop, now I've spoke about the fact that Sony with the PS4 Pro are trying to be PC. So that's the gaming laptop spec side of things. But as far as the portability, where am I basing that from? And it's quite simple, as I pointed out throughout the video. Switch, Nintendo Switch. Nobody can ignore Nintendo Switch. If you're whatever you are, if you love Nintendo, if you hate Nintendo, if you just are in between love and hate Nintendo, no matter who you are, you've heard of Switch. And I don't think anybody can deny the fact that playing your games on the go is an amazing concept. And I don't think Sony are going to be stupid enough to ignore that concept. So I think they're going to remind themselves who they are and what brought them to the dance, which is specs. But they're also going to say to themselves, how can we compete? Apart from the fact that we can deliver amazing graphics, how can we compete with, what's successful right now? Which is this concept of gaming on the go. How can Sony do this? And I just think designing their console, designing the PS5 to make it look like a gaming laptop, but obviously, again, like, a gaming laptop is not the most portable thing in the world. I'm sorry, it's not. Yes, you can put it into a laptop bag and and take it out on the train. But in terms of that process, it's a very annoying process, and by the time it takes to load up, and it's just not designed, in my opinion, for portability gaming laptops. Okay. Whereas I think Sony will look at it from the point of view of a portable console as opposed to a gaming laptop. Okay? So, it will be very similar to a gaming laptop, but redesigned like a giant DS, except the bottom screen is a keyboard. So it'll fold up, you know. So a much bigger DS is what I'm predicting in terms of the design of this. But the specs inside, the chips inside of the PS5 will be very, very advanced chips to match, like, you know, gaming laptop specs. Okay, so I went over the design a lot now, haven't I? So that's kind of put a mental image in your head of what it would look like. That's pretty much it right there. A redesigned gaming laptop with portability in mind, so that's where the design will change a little bit more. Something you can probably not put into your pocket, but something that you can, you know, think of the Switch. You know, you can put your Switch into a little case or something like that. Something like that. Have we left yet? I'm just talking about the game here in Fortnite, haven't I? Oh, that little bus launches in a few seconds. So, yeah, so in terms of design, again, think of a giant DS, you know, so it folds, a clamshell design, I think is what it's called. So obviously the monitor will be on the top screen and the keyboard on the bottom. And it will be smaller than a gaming laptop, definitely, like, you know, and it will fit nicely into a little case that you can just, you know, put into a rucksack and take with you. Again, a bit like the Switch, but I would say slightly more bigger and bulkier than the Switch. But far more portable than your standard gaming laptop. But I suppose that the magic to it all, like what would be the unique selling point to all of this? I just think being able to just sit down on your couch, okay, after a hard day of work, and being able to open it up on your lap. You're browsing through Facebook to see what's happening on Facebook. I'm not going to say it's going to take over laptops, like nobody's ever going to use a laptop ever again or use their phone ever again, but just the concept of having this console where you can, you know, watch YouTube, watch Netflix and check your social media, and you get an invite for a game of God of War. So, you know, you can hook up to the TV then, or you can just continue playing continue playing a game like God of War or whatever game on your PS5 from the comfort of your lap, or you can hook it up to the TV, or you can take it with you on the go. So Switch concept, basically gaming on the go concept is what I'm predicting in terms of that. But obviously, like, a lot more multimedia applications, like, you know, an internet browser, which is what the Switch lacks currently, or, you know, streaming devices like Netflix. So yeah, I suppose there's nothing really else that I can kind of add to it other than repeating myself over and over again. But that's pretty much my prediction. PS5 a portable console designed like a gaming laptop with specs that would match high-end gaming laptops. You're talking about a very powerful, an extremely powerful portable console. I hate the fact that you can actually build walls. I really do. This is quite impatient of me here. Oh lads, there's actually, okay. Whoa, one hit kill. Damn. Damn. One hit kill. I'll keep the discussion going. PS5. I mean, I'll talk more just about that concept of gaming on the go. Like, it is a huge concept. Not everybody is a fan of gaming on the go. I will admit that. I I have sat down with people who have said to me, look, I just prefer to play my games on the TV. I just don't want to play my games on the go. I have sat down with these people, and like, each to their own, really. Like, everyone has their preferences, but I just think from the point of view of a majority, like, I just think the concept of gaming on the go is huge. Every time a big AAA game got announced for Nintendo Switch, be it Doom, Skyrim, Rocket League, FIFA, you name it, I've researched, okay, I've looked at the comment sections, I've looked at what people have said, and I would say people's reaction to playing a game like Doom on the go has been very, very, very positive, extremely positive. I've seen comments from people who didn't have a Switch, who already has Doom on PS4, saying things like, I would buy a Switch so I can play this game on the go. So I've seen comments like that across multiple games, AAA games that have come to Switch. So it is a successful concept, playing your games on the go. So that concept, Nintendo Switch, the concept of Nintendo Switch has changed the gaming industry. The gaming industry has now changed forever. You can now play these games on the go thanks to Switch. So it's not something that you can easily ignore, in my opinion. I just don't think that's something that Sony can ignore. So it's a huge concept, and I just think that it will definitely influence the design of the PS5. No, like, I could be wrong. This is only a prediction here, but I would be really surprised if Sony ignored the concept of gaming on the go with PS5. I would be very shocked, very surprised. It's not even the fact that you can play your games on the go, really, because people have been playing their games on the go for years. The Game Boy, DS, PSP, PS Vita. But what makes the Switch different is it's the unification of gaming in front of your TV and gaming on the go. It's the one game, it's the one system, and it's the one experience. So you can wake up in the morning in bed and play Skyrim on your Switch. You can get up out of bed, continue playing it on the TV, and then head out somewhere, anywhere, and you can continue playing it on the bus. And then come back home and continue to play that game on your TV, and then hop back into bed and continue playing it. So the game and the system and the experience is with you at all times. Whereas with a Game Boy or a 3DS or a PSP, it's only portable. Do you understand now? It's only portable. What makes the concept of gaming on the go with the Switch is it's not just portable, it's anywhere, anytime, whether that's in front of your TV or whether that's out on the go. And I just think it's a concept that changes how people play their games, how people interact with their games, So again, yeah, I'd be very surprised if Sony didn't implement that concept in the PS5. And again, like, specs it's Sony's bread and butter, okay, when it comes to designing their PlayStations. They're not going to ignore that. So, we've seen Sony push the envelope so many times, whether it's HD gaming or now it's 4K gaming with their upgraded PS4 Pro. And that upgrade, is basically, it's Sony's answer to PC. So I just think that is something they're going to continue with that mentality. They're going to keep pushing the envelope when it comes to specs. Because that's what makes Sony different. That's what makes Sony different to Nintendo. Like, Nintendo will have the opposite view of Sony when it comes to specs. It's all about gameplay for them. So what will end up happening, we're predicting, is with the PS5 is they will keep everybody satisfied because they will have, you know, amazing looking games. But those amazing looking games can be played on the go, anywhere. So basically, my prediction, I suppose, is Sony's answer to the Switch, essentially. But you know what? It might be a simple little thing. It might be like, some people would say, oh, well, that's a bit simple. That's a bit, you know, they're just copying Nintendo. Well, right now, anybody who copies Nintendo is going to make a shitload of money because they're doing the right things. Okay? So if copying Nintendo wouldn't be a bad thing. Again, I think that so many people love the concept of gaming on the go. I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with that. It would make Sony a lot of money. And again, like, it's, you know, they will be having specs that will match gaming laptop specs. Sorry, I'm just going way off. This is a long prediction. It's actually not a long prediction. I'm just making it out to be so long. Whew. So I haven't really said a lot. I've just repeated it and added to it. So in just a second now, I will recap, and then I will just finish off a game of Fortnite, and then I'll end the stream. Damn you, Syria. Damn you. Okay, return to lobby. Okay, so let me just recap once again. Okay. So this is my PS5 prediction. I am predicting that the PlayStation 5 will be a portable console, designed like a gaming laptop with a monitor and keyboard, with wireless Bluetooth DualShock 5 controllers. I am predicting that you will be able to connect the PS5 to the TV or disconnect it from the TV and play it on the go. And I am predicting that the PS5 will have its own multimedia / social media apps, you know, like an internet browser, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. And I'm predicting that the specs of PS5 will match that of high-end gaming laptops. So an extremely powerful console, far more powerful than the PS4 Pro, just extremely powerful, high-end specs that can be taken with you on the go. Sony's answer to Nintendo Switch, with an emphasis on specs and power and multimedia features. In terms of what it will look like, if you can picture this console in your head, picture a gaming laptop but redesigned. It would almost look like a joint DS, clam-shaped design, so it'll fold away and it'll fit nicely into like a carrying case. Far more portable than a gaming laptop. You won't be carrying a big massive laptop bag. You will be carrying something like a Nintendo Switch carrying case, something like that. So the top of the screen will obviously be the top of the screen will be a monitor. That's what I was going to say. So the top will be a monitor and the bottom will be obviously the keyboard. So that's what it'll look like, and it'll fold away like a giant DS. You can take it with you anywhere you are. So because it has a keyboard and because it has its monitor, it's basically gonna it won't be branded as a gaming laptop, but it certainly will act like a gaming laptop in terms of its power. But also the fact that you got this keyboard, you type away, so you're on Facebook and you're just typing up something on Facebook, or you're watching a funny YouTube video, or watching Netflix. So it'll act like a gaming laptop. Who knows, it might even have some sort of word processor where you can just, I don't know how many applications they decide to add in, who knows. But what will make it magical is, let's say you're doing all that in college. You're in college, you're on your lunch, you've got your PS5 out on the table, you know, you're typing away, and then boom, you get the next Killzone, you know, the next Far Cry, whatever game, next GTA 6, Vice City, I hope so. And there you are, you're playing a game like Grand Theft Auto, you know, 6 in McDonald's with high-end gaming laptop specs. So that's kind of what I want to do there is I want to send out an image in your head of what this thing will be. And as I pointed out again, something I want to point out further here that I haven't talked briefly about it, like DualShock 5 controllers, like they're not going to abandon, you know, traditional controllers. There will be a DualShock 5 controller. Now whether they'll make that like Nintendo's Joy-Cons or not, I simply do not know. I really don't know if that would be the case. Maybe you can like detach the left and right a bit like what Nintendo have done to Joy-Con. I don't really know about that. I don't know if I feel strongly predicting that. But they will have DualShock 5 controllers that will be able to connect to the PS5. So that's basically, who knows what will happen. Who knows what will happen, but that's what I'm predicting. And I suppose once again, I want to be able to back up my prediction to an extent. Like, what am I basing this from? Where am I basing from this? When Sony entered the console industry, the gaming industry, when Sony said, we are going to create a video game console, their intentions were to create the most powerful home console ever created. And they did that. You saw realistic visuals for the first time. I mean, you know, PlayStation 1 speaks for itself when you compare it to its competition. Okay? PlayStation 2 just took it to the next level. Photorealistic graphics. Absolutely photorealistic graphics is what you saw with PS2. PS3 speaks for itself as well. I mean, HD gaming, I mean, you know, they just pushed the specs even further. PS4 Pro was branded by Sony as a supercomputer, and the upgrade, the PS4 Pro with 4K resolution, is basically Sony's answer to PC gaming. So specs is Sony's bread and butter, and I see no reason why they wouldn't continue that with the PS5 in terms of my prediction of the PS5 specs being gaming laptop level. Now, in terms of my prediction of it being a portable console that you can play either on the TV or on the go, is because you just can't ignore Nintendo Switch. There's probably people watching this video right now who are Nintendo haters. If you are, that's fine by me. That's fine by me if you want to hate Nintendo. But the facts remain the facts, which are Nintendo Switch is selling extremely well, and third parties and first parties like Sony cannot ignore this. It would be stupid of Sony to ignore the success of gaming on the go. So I am predicting that they will implement that into the PS5, which is why I'm predicting it's going to be designed, PS5 is going to be designed like a gaming laptop, clamshell design that can be folded away neatly. Oh, that was a longer video than what it needed to be. But it's over now. Let me know what you think of my PS5 prediction. Let me know what you would like PS5 prediction. Let me know what you think, what you would want PS5 to be. So, you know, like my video if you want to. I don't like people to tell people what to do. You know what I mean? Like my video, share my video, comment on my video. You know, I don't like to tell anybody what to do on my YouTube channel. You can do whatever the hell you like. You can hate on my video. You can dislike my video. I sound like the John Cena of YouTube here, don't I? You paid a ticket to see me. You can boo me if you like, blah blah blah. But honestly, I don't really care, man. I mean, it's your life. I'm not affected by what you say or what you do. You know what I mean? It's not going to affect my life. So just do what you like. If you want to like it, like it. You don't want to like it, don't like it. It's totally up to you what you want to do. But that has been my PS5 prediction. A portable console with high-end gaming laptop specs. Will I be right? Will I make an update to this video after E3 or the Tokyo Game Show or whenever Sony tease their next PlayStation? Who knows? Who knows? So thank you very much for watching. That has been my PS5 prediction video. Goodbye.